Jai Sri Swaminarayan, SSGM English Medium School run by Sri Sajanand Gurukul Mankua heartily welcomes you to on this online platform. So today we are going to take science. In this we include chapter number 8, that is wind, storm and cyclones. So all you know or little bit you have heard about all these things already in your life in some way, that is wind, storms and cyclone. So the name of chapter itself saying that we are going to include in this chapter about the wind, what are storms and what are cyclones. So all these three things we will include in this our today's topic. So here we start. Orissa was hit by a cyclone with wind speed of 200 km per hour on 18 October 1999. The cyclone smashed 45,000 houses, making 7 lakh people homeless. On 29 October the same year, a second cyclone with wind speed of 260 km per hour hit Orissa again. It was accompanied by water waves about 9 meters high. Thousands of people lost their lives. Property worth crores of rupees was destroyed. The cyclone affected agriculture, transport, communication and electricity supply. So the topic in introduction part we have seen that we are talking about cyclone which were taken in Orissa in 1999 on 18 October, and after 11 days same place is that Orissa was again hit by a cyclone on 29 October. More than 45,000 people lost their houses, property, crores of property were lost, agriculture damages, property damages. So it make huge damage to the property as well as human life. So but what are cyclones? So question arises here is, what is cyclone? Cyclone affected, but what are cyclones? How are they formed? Why are they so destructive? In this chapter we shall seek answer to some of these questions. So as we know that what is cyclone, why they are making destruction and what actual figure of it. So all these doubts will be clear in this our today's topic. So we begin with some activities involving air. These activities will clarify some basic features concerning a cyclone. Before we begin, remember that the moving air is called wind. So here we have to define wind. So what is wind? Wind is simply moving air. If air is moving, then we can conclude it as wind. So first of all we are going to do some activities based on air or wind. So 8.1, air exerts pressure. Activity 8.1, whenever an activity involves heating, be very careful. Don't allow students or child to do it by yourself. At least the presence of parents or teachers should be there. It is advised that such activities are performed in the presence of an elderly person from your family, or carry out these activities in the presence of your teacher. You need to boil water in the following activity. As care must be taken in this activity, as because this activity involves boiling of water. So students or child should not perform this in alone. At least some member of his or her family should be there. Take a tin can with a lid, fill it approximately half with a water. Heat the can on a candle flame till the water boils. Let the water boil for a few minutes. Blow out the candle. Immediately put the lid tightly on the can. Be careful in handling the hot can. Put the can carefully in a shallow metallic vessel or a wash basin. So pour fresh water over the can. What happened to the shape of the can? Can you guess why the shape of the can gets distorted? If you cannot get a tin can, take some plastic bottle, soft plastic bottle. Fill it with hot water. Empty the bottle and immediately cap it tightly. Place the bottle under running water. Recall now some of your experience when you fly a kite. Does the wind coming from your back help? If you are in a boat, is it seem easier to row if there is a wind coming from behind you? So in these two paragraphs we see that air exerts pressure. This activity is totally saying about the air exerts pressure. So in first activity you have to take a cane. Cane means simply you can take a Pepsi cane, Coca-Cola cane, or some cold drink or soft drink canes. In cane, take an empty cane, okay, then fill it half with a water and take one burning candle. So after taking a cane and fill with it half with water and boil the water in the cane with the help of candle. So after few times the water gets started boiling. So when the water start get boiling, put a lid on the cane and immediately put that cane in the metallic basin or wash basin. Wash basin all you have seen in your kitchen. So immediately put that boiling water in that can and can together with it in wash basin and pour some cold water all it. So what did you observe? You will observe that the can get distorted. Distorted means its shapes get unusual. If you don't have can, you can use simply plastic bottle. Same activity you can perform with the plastic bottle. Take plastic bottle, half fill with water, boil water, first boil the water in somewhere, some other vessel and that pour hot water in or boiled water in that plastic bottle. Immediately put that bottle in the wash basin and pour cold water on it. Same shape or distorted shape you will get in the bottle also if you have not can. So these are the two activities which shows that air exerts pressure. Further we see some more activities which also shows that air exerts pressure. So recall now some of your experiences. When you fly a kite, does the wind coming from your back help? If you are in a boat, is it easier to row if there is a wind coming from behind you? Do you find it difficult to ride a bicycle against the direction of the wind? You know that we have to fill air into the bicycle tube to keep it tightly. Also you know that a bicycle tube overfilled with air may burst. What is the air doing inside the tubes? So they are asking question to us, what is the air doing inside the tube? So it simply we know that it exerts pressure, it keep or maintain the pressure inside the tube. Discuss with your friends how the air in the bicycle tube keep it in shape. All these experiences show that the air exerts pressure. It is due to this pressure that the leaves of trees, banners or flags flutters when the wind is blowing. You can list some more experiences which show that the air has pressure. So they are saying that few activities like when we fly kite. So shape of kite is like this. So whenever wind is from this side, it exerts pressure on this kite here. So it will help to fly the kite. This is one of the example. Another example where air exerts pressure, or we can see that air is helping us also, in which we can see that air exert pressure is like this is sea or this is boat and this is one kind of cloth. So again if direction of wind is in this direction, it will help to move boat in forward direction. So these are the two examples, or we can see that some few examples are also there, that is moving of leaves of trees, fluttering of flag. So right now in future 15th August is coming, so you can also see that flag is fluttering, the movement of flag is like this. So that fluttering of flag, branches or leaves of plants, also clothes which are putted on the wire for getting soaking or soaked in the terrace. You can also watch there that how wind is helping us. Also you can see that we put air in the tube of a cycle. So how it help us? So if it is in a limited pressure, it will have to move easily in the direction of wind. But if the wind direction is coming to in front of us and we are moving in this direction, obviously it obstruct our way and make our ride difficult. Second thing, we can also see that if it is filled in the tube, so it is maintaining pressure there. So our topic is air exerts pressure, that is air exerts pressure. So if it does not exert pressure, then how tube is going blow, how it can fill air in it. So how we are moving on cycle or bicycle if air does not exert pressure, or if it exerts more pressure than we need, it will get burst. Burst means collapse. So from these few activities we can say that air exerts pressure. So now let us try to explain why the can or the bottle get distorted. As water is poured over the can, some steam in the can condenses into water, reducing the amount of air inside. The pressure of air inside the can decreases, then the pressure exerted by the air from the outside the can. As a result, the can gets compressed. This activity again confirms that air exerts pressure. So again come back to the previous activity, that air exerts pressure. In that activity we have taken one can. So can is like this shape. So we have filled half with it water. Okay. So and when we boiled it, so the remaining space of can, so this is lid, this is can. Okay. So the remaining space is filled with steam. Okay, steam or vapor, you can say vapor or steam. So when we pour cold water, that is cold water. So when we pour cold water, so this steam will get condensed. Because of cold water, pouring cold water, the steam get condensed and converted into water, and the pressure is reduced or low pressure. If air pressure is low, then obviously this side is high pressure, outside. So inside the can is pressure is low and outside the can is pressure is high. Due to this pressure difference, the can get distorted. So reason behind getting distorted of this can is pressure different. So higher pressure is lying outside in the atmosphere and low pressure is there present in the can. And why it is happen? Because the steam present in the can get condensed due to cold water pouring on that can in the basin. So next 8.2. 8.2 high speed winds, that is 8.2 high speed winds are accompanied by reduced air pressure. So from reading the topic itself we can conclude or we can get idea what they want to say in this topic, that high speed winds are accompanied. So means whenever there is high speed, it will accompany with by reduced air pressure. So they are saying that whenever there is high wind or high velocity of wind, the pressure will be always reduced or vice versa. So here we see some few of activities which we get clear idea how this will happen. Activity 8.2. Crumple a small piece of paper into a ball of size smaller than the mouth of an empty bottle. Hold the empty bottle on its side and place the paper ball just inside its mouth. Now try to blow on the ball to force into the bottle. Try the activity with bottles of different sizes. Challenge your friend if they can force the paper ball in by blowing into the bottle. So, Paheli and Bojo are thinking about the following question: why is it difficult to force the paper ball into the bottle? So, in this activity they are saying, activity 1, so you have to take one bottle, that is empty bottle, put here some paper ball. Okay. So, there is one empty bottle and put some paper ball here, made up of paper or some chocolate wrapper or some anything. You can take any type of bowl which can be made from hands, like a chocolate wrapper paper bowl or some simple paper bowl or some thermocol bowl also may be used. So, when you blowing air, okay, it is very difficult to move this ball inside the bottle. So, in this activity we will later on discuss the reason behind this, why it is difficult, but first of all we discuss all the these activities, what will happen in this all three activities. Okay. Second activity. In second activity, first see what they are saying. Activity 8.3, blow the balloons. Take two balloons of approximately equal size, put a little water into the balloon, blow up with the balloons and tie each one to a string. Hang the balloons 8 to 10 centimeter apart on a cycle spoke or a stick. Blow in the space between the balloons. What did you expect? What happens? Try different ways of blowing on the balloons to see what happens. Okay. So, in this activity, second activity, we are not concluding here also reason behind this activity. First of all, we discussed all the three types of activity. Here you have to take stick or cycle spoke. Okay, the wheel that all in early days cycle have spokes, not a mag wheel. So, that spoke you can take or some stick you can be take. Okay, so we can write a stick. Okay. So, here we have to put two balloons, some eight to 10 centimeter apart. These two balloons should be 8 to 10 centimeter apart. The gap between two balloons should be 8 to 10 centimeter, and you have to take one stick, and these are the two balloons. Again in this activity they are saying we have to blow air between these two balloons and observe what will be outcome. Okay, so this is the second activity. Now in third activity about this topic, high speed winds are accompanied by reduced air pressure. Activity 8.4, can you blow and lift? Hold a strip of paper 20 centimeter long and 3 centimeter wide between your thumb and forefinger as shown in the figure 8.5. Now blow over the paper. Paheli thinks that the strip will lifted up. Okay. Bojo thinks that the strip will be bent down. What do you think will happen to the paper? Let us try to understand the observation in activity 8.2, 8.3 and 8.4. So, in third activity you have to take a strip of paper, okay, strip of paper 10 centimeter long or 2 centimeter wide, okay, and you have to blow air and observe what will happen. So, now we can see that in all the three activities we have to blow air, means we have to blow the air in this all three activities. So, where the observation along the lines you thought, do you get the feelings that the increased wind speed is accompanied by a reduced air pressure? When we blow into the mouth of the bottle, the air near the mouth has higher speed. This decreases the pressure there. The air pressure inside the bottle is higher than the near the mouth. The air inside the bottle pushes the ball out. So here we get the solution of this activity. Why this paper ball is not going inside the bottle? As we blow air, the velocity of wind is more or higher in this position. Later, when there is a high wind, there is low pressure, and the pressure inside the bottle is high compared to the at the mouth. So high pressure will, whenever we try to push the paper ball inside the bottle, the high pressure from the back side will put it in forward direction. So it becomes difficult for us to move this paper ball inside the bottle. Also again in same condition will be applied here. So in activity 8.3, you saw that when you blew between the balloons, they move towards each other. How could this happen? This could happen if the pressure of air between the balloons were somehow reduced. The pressure outside the balloon will then push them towards each other. In activity 8.4, you saw that when you blew over the paper strip, it went upwards. Again, this could happen if blowing over the paper reduced the air pressure above the strip. So in this activity, in second activity, when we blew between this, you all have think that the balloons will move apart, but actually these balloons will come together. Why this is happening? As when we blew air between these two balloons, the velocity of wind is high, so the pressure will be reduced. So whenever pressure in this region pressure is low, but the region other than this have high pressure, and that high pressure will make these two balloons come together. Similarly, in this third activity, when we blew on from bottom, this will move upside. Why this is happen? Because the wind velocity is high, so pressure is also low. So here pressure is low, so pressure is high on the upward. So because of high pressure, this paper strip will bend towards downstrip. So today it is enough for us to cover this topic. In next topic we will see that how air expands on heating. Thank you.